Welcome, friend, to Open GFS.
Hello, my name is Laura Jameson. I'm a computer science teacher here at Germantown Friends School, and today we're going to continue exploring our Chromebooks. Last time we talked about the desktop and all of the features on there. Today we're going to look at Google Chrome, the web browser, as well as some of the apps that are available to you on your Chromebook. So let's get started. When you look at your desktop, you're going to see a little circle with some green, red, and yellow, blue in the center, right down here on your shelf. When you click that, it is going to open up what's called a web browser. This is where we can search the internet. So we can type keywords in there to look up things on the internet. However, we want to be very careful only to search the internet when a teacher or a grown-up, a parent, someone gives you permission and helps you to search safely. So right here's where we can internet search. Over here, there's a little circle with a picture in it. That picture can be customized, but I'm not going to go into that today. And that means you are signed in to the Chrome web browser. Right next to it is a special little spot. This is where the Google apps are. We like to call this the Google waffle. Kind of looks like a waffle, right? Especially with little circles in there. I always say it looks like a waffle with little blueberries in each divot. When you click that, you're going to see all sorts of little icons for the applications that are available on Google. What you see might be a little different from what I see, depending on what applications you have available to you. I'm, of course, a teacher, so I probably see stuff that you don't. And also, some things can be turned on and off. So, all right, so here are all of our applications. You can scroll up and down. Sometimes at the bottom, there's even a button that says even more. So all this stuff available to us. What's also cool is if you use something a lot, you can click and drag it. Some of you have Gmail, you want it up to the top. A lot of you don't have Gmail open to you, so then it might as well go on the bottom, right? Maybe you use Classroom every day. Maybe you make a lot of Google Docs, or you use Google Meet for your classes. You can rearrange by clicking, holding, and dragging the little icons to where you want them. There's lots of customizations we can do on our Chromebooks to make them work for us really well. All right, well, Classroom, I bet a bunch of you have been using this year. If you click Classroom, it will pop up little tiles of all the classes that you have been invited to join. There we go, kind of looks like that. The three little lines over here will have a list of all of your classrooms. You'll see I have a whole bunch of them because I am a teacher. And if I click one, it will open up my classroom. I'll see my title and all the information. My stream is the first thing I see. That's where your teacher will post comments to you, and often you can comment back if the teacher has that feature turned on. Right here is classwork. This is where all of your assignments will be posted. On the left are topics, and you can actually click them to go right to the topic you wanted to go to. Say you wanted to go to typing or tech tutorials. You could go right there. People will also be there that will list your teachers in there. So all sorts of ways to get all your information. And this is where your assignments will be posted. So Classroom is pretty handy. If we want to explore another application, we can add a new tab right here with this plus sign. Click plus new tab. Sometimes you even want to close old tabs. Your Chromebook will move a little faster if you don't have too many tabs open. So it's a good idea to close tabs that you aren't using. Just like closed up Chrome there. All right, we're gonna go back to our waffle and let's try Google Docs. It's a pretty common application to use. When you click it, it opens up Docs and gives you right here a little prompt to start a new document. And there are all sorts of templates you can use, but we'll go straight to a blank Google Doc. All right, it starts right up. Up here it's titled, untitled document. That is not very helpful. So you probably, especially if you're gonna turn it into a teacher, wanna put your name on there. So Laura's short story. Let's say I was gonna write a little short story. All right, I titled my file, my Google Doc file. You can see right here, it is saved to my drive as well, which is kind of handy. You can see where it's saved on my drive by clicking that little arrow. We'll talk more about your drive, where all your files and documents are stored, files and folders. All right, so if I'm gonna write a story, I would start with the title, and I would start my story. All right, getting my typing down there. Hopefully all of you are getting some typing practice in to get a little faster and more accurate. All right, let's look at what we can do here. Over here, there's an undo and a redo. Really handy if you make a mistake. You can actually undo as many times as you want to. see my little, there we go, redo it. Print, if you have a printer available. A lot of students don't, but if you do, that could be handy. Or if at home, maybe you set your Chromebook up to a printer. Spelling and grammar check. Formatting, we'll talk a little more about. This is our zoom right here. We can go really far out so that you can see the whole page, or really close so you can see your text really clearly. I like 100% there. These styles are styles that Google kind of set up for us. This is, again, the formatting idea, how the text looks. So you can see there's one that says title. So maybe I could highlight my title and have Google give me a format that kind of looks like a title, right? That looks like a good title format. However, if I don't like what Google does, I can choose a font of my own. So the way the letters are shaped, I could choose what I want. Up here, they list the recent ones, so maybe I'd like that. And I can make it bigger or smaller. I can even type in here, let's say we go to 50 and make it really big, and then say, oh, that's way too big, maybe down to 30. I can click these little things, the little B, to make it bold. That makes your letters thicker. To make it italics, which is really helpful for book titles or newspaper titles, things like that. Underline can sometimes be helpful. Right here, color. Give it a pretty color. I don't want italics. And highlight is nice, especially if you are collaborating, working together with other people on your Google Doc. You can highlight things. Another helpful tool for collaboration is to add a comment. So I can add a comment. I can even tell other people who I want to comment to. So that's pretty handy as well. What else do we have here? Did I miss something? Oh, link. Link is helpful if you highlight some text. So let's say, well, let's do my story. That's a good idea. If I want to link it to another website, I can click link and it will show up there. So that's pretty helpful. You can insert an image either from your Google Drive, from your photos, or right from the camera on your Chromebook, which is also pretty handy. It might ask you to allow your camera. I've already done it, but you can click that little yellow, take a picture, and insert it, and it will pop right up. When you click it, you get some options down here for where you want it to fit on your page with your text, margins, 3 little dots. You always want to click the 3 little dots to see what they do. All sorts of extra options and cool stuff you can figure out with those 3 little dots that you can learn how to do. All right, what else do I have up here? You'll notice my options changed when I clicked on the image. So now if I go back to text, now I have my text options. Right over here is the alignment. You could align to the left, align to the right. This is where your text is on the page. Lots of other options, line spacing. You can make a numbered list or a bulleted list with little dots, and you can increase or decrease the indent. This little T clears your formatting, so title, if we didn't want all that stuff that I did, we could clear the formatting. If you wanted to share this document with someone, you could click share right here and type in someone's email address to share it with somebody. That can be handy as well. All right, so that is Google Docs. We looked a little bit at Google Classroom. We talked about all the applications that you have available to you on your Chromebook. I hope you keep exploring and learning about new things you can do so that you can have a lot of fun and learn lots of cool stuff using your Chromebook. Thanks, bye.